listen, it doesn't break any commandments, and that's all I'm saying. And hey, if you want to know what we're talking about, you should really be a fan of the show. All access patches. You can hang out backstage with for us with this shit if you want to do that for some weird reason. That is a lot of lotion behind me. But hi, I'm Ryan. This is the stay-at-home show. New day, new place, same people. That's actually sanitizer. I don't know why. So, anyways, I'm gonna get into that, but I'm gonna get into this. But so listen, today we're moving to Sundays. If you're a comedian, I know that there's a lot of guys out there that want to work on their jokes. You want a safe place to do it. Come join us. The email is gonna be somewhere. We'll put it up in a banner in a little bit. You can email, you can just message me or Dino. We're going to go live every Sunday at 4 o'clock for the foreseeable future because we're starting to get booked on Fridays and Saturdays. So this just kind of works out. What we're going to be doing to kind of switch things up here, since we've got a new show and a new time, is for our regular comics that you guys love seeing every week, we're going to start bringing a premise. So instead of, bringing fully blown jokes, we're going to bring a premise to the show every week. And we're going to work on it live together. And then hopefully by the end of a few weeks, we'll have more minutes that we can do at our live shows. So just a way for you, the crowd, to help us grow, for us to give you guys new content every week. And just a fun little idea for us three idiots that are always here every week.
That is very, very accurate.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
This seriously is not like, I don't like. Okay, so before we get into this, the premise this week is going to be family vacations. But before we get into family vacation, I want to let you know that my family has figured out that I'm poor, but like they're helping me in weird fucking ways, right? Like it's not like, yeah, here's $50, go grocery shopping. No, it's, hey, we're going to mail you a box of seven generic Purells with the hand pump. Yeah, we figure because you don't bathe, you might just need sanitizer by the. Like, what am I supposed to do with all that? Like, why did my grandma send me a box of, look, there's like 8 of them. Why?
It's better than without the pump. Okay? It's better than without the pump.
She saw one episode of our comedy and she's like, ooh, baby, you need sanitizer. Oh, no. So anyways, our premise, family vacations. Look, man, I'm 32. I'm raising a 12-year-old. She's amazing. I'm trying to give her the life that I had or didn't have amid inflation and the end of America that we're watching. It's fun. So this year we finally got like I was so excited. You got to understand, like I was so jacked because I was finally able to afford season passes to a park that I will not name drop because they will sue me for what I'm about to say. But it's got the word point in it. Okay, you'll figure it out if you're from Ohio. So, anyways, I finally afforded my season passes to the point. Right, $400 for my whole family. I was so excited. I was like, yeah, I've got it this year. I didn't have it this year. I had a new credit card this year with a $500 credit limit, and I made that shit happen. Oh God. But anyways, we get to the point and I was trying, this is the premise. I don't know how to make this funny. So number one, I put the shit on a credit card. Okay. And that's like the new level of wealth that we've achieved in my family is finally I went from a 300 credit score to a 600. Finally, we have credit. It's great.
And immediately screwed it. Immediately
pooched it.
That's
second of all. That's one of my grandmas too. Dude, Ryan, if you're on Instagram, I might be able to help you out in a week or so. Okay, I'm on Instagram. It's Eargasm Comedy. I also have my personal Instagram, but you're one of Dino's friends, so I'm not sure if I want you to have that yet.
Go for it.
Anyways, okay, so that's slightly funny, right? But the real funny thing is I get there and like just immediately I was reminded what a second-class citizen I am, right? Because like you get to the gate at this point place and they're doing bag searches and they're not searching for bombs, guns, confiscated shit. No. This year we have a new rule. Now no outside foods and drinks are allowed inside the park anymore. So no lunch boxes, no cans of Coke, no picnic baskets, none of that. No water, nothing, okay? So they're going through my daughter's bag, and I was smart. I hid the Coke can underneath her shoes. They didn't find it. But anyways, We get inside, right? And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll try to play by the rules. I'm seeing the ads. They got unlimited fountain drinks. You can get this cup and you can fill it up all day while you're here, all season. You can do it for like $5 more. Sure. I realized that I was second class for two reasons. Number one, I couldn't afford the fountain drinks. That also had to go on the credit card. And number two, they used the new math. Okay?
What?
They used the new math, okay? Because all the signs throughout the park were like $14.99. You can get, this cup that you can drink all day. I bought 3 of them. How was my bill $55? How? Like I was in my wallet, like I was playing the hot card game, right? Like, where you're like in the wallet, like, all right, this one's got 42. This one's got 50. Fuck, it's 55. All right, this one's got 100. It's supposed to be for the mortgage. We're going to use this one for the 55. Oh,
that's
God.
too far. That's the point. That's too far. That's the too far. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So how dark can I get? That's about how dark I'll do. That's how dark. Yeah. Any darker than that, you're like, yeah, no. Now it's just weird. Yeah.
All right, so I feel like I've got something there, but I don't know how to make it any funnier. Like I'm laughing at the premise, but I don't.
Listen. Number one, you hand out. Everyone gets a pop can. It is their responsibility to hide their own individual pop can on their person. Right. That is not a team game. That is a personal, individual game. Okay.
Old men know these things.
Listen.
Yeah, but then the kid that doesn't have a pop can is going to be like, I'm thirsty.
Well, maybe their parents should have taught them something, Ryan. Okay. Their parents need to teach them how to scam a place.
Listen. I'm trying to teach my kid, and she's like, Dad, what do we do? There's cameras everywhere, and if you get caught, Yeah, that's the other thing. If you get caught bringing food or drinks into the point that we're not going to name, but the point, they'll then take that expensive membership that you put on the credit card. Yeah, they'll void that for life. You can never get a lifetime membership again because you brought a Coke can. And I'm like, dude, you're a $1 billion company. It's 90 degrees and there's no shade in this bitch. Let people bring water in.
Just that reason, no. You buy here, we'll make more money. That's how it works. It's called free.
I tried sneaking some Mega Bloks into Legoland.
That's not right, Eldu.
You shouldn't go to Vegas either. They're not.
And obviously, what you're supposed to do is sneak Lego into Mega Bloks land.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier. You don't go. You can't. They're not backwards compatible.
Right? Like
Lewis Surge said.
That's not a pop can in my pocket. I'm just happy to. Hey, listen.
Experience.
Listen, you gotta be gentle. What I would suggest would be a Camelback. Maybe you'll be able to get away with that.
No. You gotta be smart.
I was wondering, like, what are they gonna do? Like, if you have like when it's a Camelback. I'm sorry, I was trying to find the word, but the backpack's like the pouch of water in the back. Like, what are you gonna make me dump it out?
And what you do is the spout. Instead of putting it on your shoulder, you put it out your pants. And then watch. What are you gonna do? You gonna touch that? Go for it.
Yeah.
That looks like a spout. It is a spout from my body.
I'll tell you my story.
So anyways, back to the privilege of my child. My child goes, she goes, Dad, what do you want me to do? Like, there's cameras everywhere. I can't pull the Pepsi out. And I'm like, number one, pull the Pepsi out and drink it. Number two, okay, you're scared. Go in the bathroom. Drink it in there. Ew, that's weird. I'm like, it's the only place in the park without cameras. I would just go drink it in there.
That you know of.
And there you go. Drink it in there. Throw in the Tran. Dad, there's people pooping in there. And I was like, what's a little brown flavor in the Coke anyways? It's already Coca-Cola, okay? Stand by the blow dryer, turn it on, you'll be okay. Like, Jesus. Okay.
You can't say brown in the cola, but you can say it's acidic. It'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. Nothing's going to live in that cola, okay?
Yeah. You could use that to clean the floor in there. As a matter of fact,
listen, you spill it, you're helping.
If somebody catches you, just go ahead and pour it on the floor and pretend like you're mopping. Like, it's fine. I was just trying to get the stain out. The limited drinks at Disney are just lines running from Walt, slowly decomposing.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah. It's like super slurm, like royal slurm.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. This is a nice park. Like it's one of America's great theme parks, and I have a good time. But I'm like, you're not.
Sure.
Like, why are you charging Disneyland prices up in here? Like, no, thank you, no.
It's Disney of the North.
Oh
That's
God.
Yes.
It is Disney in the North. We went on the Jungle Cruise the last time we were there, and we had a blast. Me and my daughter were just like they have like all these little actors, like the college students that like took drama 1, and they're like, "Hi, welcome." I can't do the thing. I mean, but anyways, they're overacting and it's hilarious. It's like, bro, you're doing 20 freaking 1,000 shows a day. It's okay. It's all right. No one cares. No one.
Do they move their hands like they're Backstreet Boys while they're talking?
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like,
like
all
the lady,
gestures talking with, hey, if you look this way when
it.
you're breathing, you'll feel like happiness. Yeah.
Dude, they do all kinds, and then like they have this. You're gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna get sued. But they have this like weird. They have this weird like
Can
like
I say
50s? No, 50s, 70s vibe going on, right? Where like they have a parade now. They've got like marching bands, but the marching bands like the 4 kids that they can afford to pay. So it's like a weird little band, right? And they're doing all these stage shows and stuff, and it's hilarious because like no one. Like everyone is just walking by the stage to their next roller coaster. Like no one is watching these kids.
Yeah.
And these kids are just like I'm looking for the sniper's nest because these kids are just giving it their all. They're like, "Welcome to the show. It's gonna," and I'm like, why? No one's watching you. Why?
Like,
that's the job, man.
One was watching, Ryan. You know it, and so do we now. One person was watching, and that's why we do it, man.
They take
that's why we do it.
Like this old kind of Chevelle out, and they park it in front of like the old diner that still looks like like the old drive-in roller skate diners, like where they car hop to you.
Yep.
And they park and they get out and they dance like it's Grease Lightning. They're all in the dresses and stuff. It's the weirdest, and like people are just like, I just want my nacho fries. Just get out of my way. Like I just.
I'm surprised James Corden wasn't.
I don't know who James Corden is. I'm sorry. I don't.
He's the late night host who's fat in English, but he's more fat than he is English, and he's more English than he is funny. He can be funny, but at the same time, he's more of a caricature, and he does the carpool karaoke with random people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And other things.
That is very funny.
So anyways, here's what we're going to do. My time is up now. We went over with my long story. But so next week, I'm going to do this premise that we're going to work on now. That's how I'm opening the show next week. So
absolutely.
Come back, check out for the final product once this is done, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I think it might be good. Totally.
I'm going to keep the jazz hands bit. That's hilarious. They're just, they are. Oh my God. And then there's.
I'm going to tell my story.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You can go. It's my turn. Okay.
Your turn.
Hold on, you got to bring him back to the screen.
Yeah, I need
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that you guys the whole time. I was wait. I was solo screen talking to you guys the whole time.
I know. And I touched my soul, Brian.
I thought that you guys were up here.
That was my dog. We talk about that later. It's my peanut butter love. Don't fucking judge me, right? Because so I fucking feel you on the theme park thing, right? Like I'm not gonna fucking describe it, but we have one up here in Canada. I'll let you wonder where that fucking is. But I hadn't got to go to these theme parks either because I grew up as, poor, right? Like beyond poor, right? Like we didn't have any money. And good news is I got the fucking full package. I'm the only one left in my family. And still poor, right? So keeping it fucking real for the family. But it came down to a really good summer vacation, and trust me, Ryan, you're going to save some fucking money. You listen to old man begin to hear, right? Because I'm old. And good news, I actually used to work at like one of those hustling comedians, right? Or carnivals, right? Sorry, look, I was again. It shows sometimes, would you get on a fucking tilt-a-whirl with one of those guys? Get on in there, it'll be fun, right? You don't want to do that, but my job was to be the bingo guy, right? Like I hustled people like yourself, like, hi, welcome to the park. Come on in, sit down, one line anyway, eyes down, here you go, give me some money. You're an idiot, but bye, right? Did I get your weight? Less the money that you gave me. So I walked into the park with my lovely wife and no fucking kids. Now this is a great vacation to start right there.
It sounds amazing.
And I already started out well because I needed to get cigarettes.
Ooh.
So I can ride my more than exciting thing that you want. It doesn't matter if you're pointing, you're wondering, you're up mountains, you're there with chipping off fucking pieces of Walt Disney in a cryo lab so you can get that drink cooler. Either way, I'm going in and I'm going to do it my fucking way. So after I get ID'd for cigarettes as a 47-year-old man, and I tell my lovely new wife's father that this happened, he looks at me and goes, "You lucky bastard." And I look, don't hate the player, hate the fucking game, old man. So we get along great. He drops me off. Cheryl's like, "How are we going to hide the weed?" I'm like, "Watch this. First, not a Camelback, not a greenback, not a fucking kickback. It's called a wineskin. And you fill that with booze. Doesn't matter, whatever trips your fucking trigger, you're about to do some crazy shit. You're going to the fucking amusement park your way." So I slide that down my drawers where I don't care who you are. I could be 2 feet tall. You're not going to frisk me. As soon as you try to grab my junk in there, even if I'm smaller and I can't get on the ride due to this, I'm going to, "Hey," right? But nobody's going to touch you. And they're not going to look where you put all your weed in that cigarette package that you'd opened already, because as soon as you walk in there, somebody goes, "Hey, sir, I have to, check these cigarettes for drugs." No problem. You give them the packages, spot, slide the other one in there by your wineskin. He goes, "Hey, I know, I'm gifted." You walk on by. Now you see that there's fucking people everywhere. There's stage shows going on. We don't have this 50s thing going on, but whatever it is, one of us was watching, because I have just as many details of how many people weren't watching as you do, Ryan. Right? Yeah. I'm looking around, waiting for these nacho fries, thinking we're going to get fucked. This is a license to steal, and these motherfuckers know it. How do we make this better for us? Let's go buy our ticket thing that gets us on all these fucking rides. And the guy knew. He looked me in the eye and he's like, "Here's a man who knows what he's talking about. Hey, man, you want to skirt these lines?" Yes.
Yes.
As anybody would. I don't care. At this point, yes, we'll cut his throat right here. He'll bleed out. He's our firstborn. Who cares? Take him. I want to go on that log ride right fucking now, right? Because it's hot. It's cooking hot. Because it doesn't matter on the rainiest day of the year, you're going to the theme park. As soon as you get there, it's a dry heat, right? But you know, some kind of hotness, right? And you want that drink because they put salt in the air. It doesn't matter what it is. You're getting cotton candy.
Put salt in the air.
You're fucking, you're dry, right? Plus, you did get the weed in. So my wife's scared of heights. We're going on, of course, why are you there? You're there because you want to go on the scariest fucking thing you want. And you're getting tickets. And this guy says you want to get on that thing faster. And he says, this is how it works. For $50, the same thing you paid for 3 cups, my man, each. That's $50 a head. There's only 2 of us. We're doing it our way. Plus, she's high and a little more convincing. Now, yeah, we can share with the credit card. Yeah, I know we're going to wind up paying, but either way, now, right? So we bought it. You put on this thing and you can stand in line if you want. Wait till you watch somebody drop dead from the area in the salt. He's dropped, right? Like, oops, step over that motherfucker. You get to go first. Kids are crying. Why? Because I get out. I'm fucking privileged. And I watched. And I couldn't believe the thing that made my vacation just so much fucking better. I've already looked good and amazed her fucking father at my youth-looking face. Now, you walk up there, there's a sign of sadness. And this is sad at any vacation. I don't care. You're going to get away from it all and you're going up something that's about 17 fucking stories. And they have this chair that looks like a little plastic race chair you'd find at any arcade that's not very good, and a stick. And a little bit of, apparently, because we're in Canada, Saskatchewan sealskin bindings of sorts. And a sign that says, to our more robust guests, please sit in a chair because our ride may not be suited for your fun experience, meaning you fat fuck sit down after you've sucked our fucking air, and then we'll do before you get on the
You're
ride.
Mad about the testing?
I kid you not, I can't make it up. It's there, right? And I pay $50 extra each with a drink. I don't care if I ever go back. the look on that poor motherfucker's face when they said, "Sorry, fatty, you can't get on the ride," that made my whole vacation fucking worth it. So if they screw you at the theme park, watch for the little things. It'll make your vacation. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. Also,
I got to tag in.
Smoke and mirrors and a little bit of sleight of hands. You're a fucking comedian, man. Use your head. You'll get whatever the fuck you need in and out of that theme park. If not, I'll take you to one I know. We had a good time. That's my time, and I could use a vacation.
Give it up for Rob, everybody. Yeah. Listen, I want to tag in here on two things, and we'll bring Dino in on this, because number one, I kind of want to invite my friend Dave, who's a magician, to the theme parks with me, just to smuggle shit past. Like, listen, I don't care how you do it. I don't care how you do it. We're getting this inside. Number two, since I've bought this season pass, and I'm gonna have to make this part of the bit. I didn't want to. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to. But every time I've gone now, there's been a ride that I can't get on, okay? And I don't know why you're mad at the test seat. I'm mad when they don't have the test seat, okay? Because I spent an hour and a half in line to only not be able to buckle the seatbelt, at which point you start saying crazy shit like, just let me go. Just what's the worst that could happen? Just let me. I've been in the sun for an hour and a half. Just let me go.
Absolutely.
Apparently, my fat will hold me in. Just let me go.
Oh, I've been there.
Why do I need to buckle the seatbelt when you've got a lap bar that comes down? I'm not moving.
Yeah, I'm not going nowhere, right? But a true story, same thing. I couldn't get on the ride, right? But the funny thing was I was iron working at the time, and we were at this little one in Calgary called Callaway Park. So it's like a theme park that they've made like for small people. Little folk enjoy this one. So I'm trying to get on, and what it was is I just finished iron working, and I've spent most of my days climbing with lots of tools.
Sure. Yeah.
So they're trying it. I'm like, and this one little guy, and I swear to God, it looked like the before and after picture after I was the bully on the beach that kicked sand in this dude's face, and I'm trying not to I feel pretty good. No, I'm not flexing. Like, finally, it just went click. I'm like, start the ride, right? Like, I didn't care. Same thing. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
3 of these fuckers came over and tried to help me, and I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm like, who the fuck designed? When is there a seatbelt that only comes out so much? Like, who designed this freaking thing? Who designed this thing to have 2 feet of seatbelt and no more? Just 2 feet, not an inch more, right? Second of all, this is the best part. This is seriously a new part of my act now. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm owning this shit. I'm there with my kids, right? I got my kid and a couple of her friends. I call it my kids because they're your kids for the day when you're watching other people's kids.
It's
like,
they're prisoners. It's fine.
Yeah. So anyways, I've got my prisoners, and there's another lady with her prisoners, right? And the kids all want to ride together. So me and this lady are going to ride together. Okay. Right. Really? So the best part is I'm on the outside sheet. She's on the inside, and you can only exit from one way. So after 3 minutes of Tweedledee Tweedledum trying to get me in the car, now I got to climb over this lady to get out.
Did you show her your butt or your cock?
My ass was this. I mean, my ass rubbed her face as we
hold on. How late in the day was this? Because
middle of the it was bad. No, it was definitely bad.
I think it would have been nicer if you showed her your cock. Okay. Yeah, you're getting not only ball sweat of the back, but you're getting asshole sweat, and that, my friend, that is top tier, like malicious, like Geneva Convention level shit, right? Where it's just ball sweat. Yeah, exactly, right.
Listen, if you right now go and join our Patreon for as little as $3, I will give you the picture of my child and this lady on the ride because I couldn't be on it, and the look of disgust didn't leave her face the whole ride. Right? So the best part of all of this is I don't remember if it was my kid or one of the kids I was watching, but one of these little jerks goes, "You should get her number," and I'm like,
because that's nice. That's nice.
So they took my phone and got this random person's number at the theme park who I had just wiped my whole ass with.
it can't get worse for the lady. It's fine. It's fine. If anything, listen, she's seen you at your lowest, and she was still on the ride. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an opportunity to say, hey, I can only impress you from here.
That's fake.
It's only going to get better from here.
Cheryl, you're in the background. You tell me. Like, listen, at that point, you say, listen, I can only make it nicer, right?
Oh, I didn't get to the point where we actually got on the ride and it was like almost a divorce because again we were high. I'm like, are you having fun? Because I convinced her to go front car and she's terrified of heights. So she's like literally looking at me like, fuck you. Like, oh yeah.
That's true love. That's where you're like, listen, we're gonna iron this out early. I'm gonna fuck with you, okay? It's just gonna happen. So this is our lives now.
Speaking of ironing things out, this next comedian, give it up for the one, the only Dino, the genetic marvel.
Listen, the experiences I've had at this point as an adult, I don't think I've ever been able to fit in at any park at this point. So I just go there for a walk and I'm like, listen, I don't fit anywhere. Just give me the special band that says I can sit around and drink, and you guys can go fuck yourselves. Right. But when I was young, I remember my parents. So I'm the youngest of 5 kids. Okay. So you got to understand, it was my parents were already older at this point. Ryan just took off, and now there's a second me with my beard longer. That's all right. Oh, yeah, you're all going to do it, you sons of bitches. I stayed here for you. You're going to pretend laugh my whole goddamn set.
I'll laugh at everything. Just give me a second.
I actually just pressed the wrong button, man. Like
dirty whores. Anyway, so my parents are like, listen, we'll take you. We'll take you to this fancy magical place that's in the outer Toronto area. Okay.
Yeah. Wonderful. It's the same one I went to.
Probably, Robert. Probably. Okay. And I'll tell you, when we went there, me and my brother, who's 2 years older than I am, we both were like, let's go on a ride. My parents are like, all right. And we say, let's go on this ride. It's called The Bat. Now, if you Google The Bat does this. It cranks you up backwards, and you go forward through the whole ride and back up, and then you go backwards.
Yeah.
Now, you should understand, I'm like 13 years old. My brother is 14, 15 years old. My parents are in their 50s, okay? Now, at this point now, I didn't realize this, but we were like upper middle class. So my dad was like, yeah, no problem. We'll just go. It's fine. Not a big deal. We went. We come off the ride, okay? The ride, each little cart back then had 4 seats. The 4 of us were in one cart, okay? My parents crawled off of the ride, both white as ghosts, okay? And this is like peak age for them before they started having to take pills and all my cholesterol, all my heart blood pressure, all that kind of stuff. So they're at this point, okay, they come off and they're like, no, this is not going to strike. What do you guys want to do next? My dad goes, listen, we're going to sit here. You come find us at 9 o'clock tonight. We'll be right here. Okay. Here's $100 each. Here you go. Yep. Have a great time. And we were like, awesome. And we just left. And my parents just went for a little stroll for the rest of the day, okay? And I'll tell you, my parents were like, never again are we ever taking you anywhere and saying, well, we're young, we could do it too. No, they can't. My parents go, here's some money. You go. Have fun. No problem. Okay? Just go because I'll tell you right now, there is nothing better than knowing that they already had adult children. They could say, listen, these 2, we don't need them. It's fine. Yeah. Let somebody take them. No problem.
If somebody takes them, they got $100. Yeah, it's okay.
Listen, and I'll tell you, me and my brother were the fat ones, okay? So it worked out. Listen, we were worried. And listen, when I was growing up, the big concern was that someone was going to kidnap you, okay?
Yeah, I know.
So, and the whole idea was if they roll down their window, you still stay far enough away from the door so they can't grab you. And then my brother goes, hey, fatso, who's going to pull you through a window? You don't fit through the window. I'm 12 years old, okay? Go. Well, that's one way my parents prevented us from getting kidnapped. Make us too fat to fit in the car window.
Yeah, us poor kids had to worry about that. We didn't get to eat in the car.
Listen, I'm not saying it's the best parenting, but that shit worked. Okay,
it's smart parenting though.
It's listen. They did it the hard way when they were younger. The next batch, they're like, listen, we have money, and don't give a shit. So here, have some money. Go get lost. Hey, you want some candy? Take some candy. Take double. Who gives a shit? You fat fuck. Okay, listen. That's a fair. It's a. Like Ryan's face is like, I wish I had that life. I want that life, son of a bitch.
I'm just realizing that like my next batch is going to be that batch. Like this is the hard batch right now.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is the.
Listen,
go ahead.
The next batch you can buy a new wife, a nice young one. Have a couple of young ones running around. You'll have afforded like plastic surgery, so your face will be like this. You'll be like, I'm Ryan Weiss. I'm the funniest man in Ohio. Right?
Yeah. I remember as a kid, like I went to the place on school trips, right? When shit was free or half off, right? Or like I would go like once a summer, but all my friends, with two parents, they had the season passes for their whole family. So I was like, yes, I've achieved middle class. And then Dino has to go, no, you peasant. Middle class is having the season passes, only going once. And the one time you go, your parents give you and your brother $100 to go fuck off with. That's middle class.
Yeah.
You stay in your lane. You stay in your lane.
So
that was the look that you just saw, Dino. That's
pretty fair. Hey, listen. We may have been like lower upper class. We may have been, because we did, we traveled a lot.
My dad had a good day at the track.
Never did my mother hand me $100 casually, ever.
Guy, I came home. It was the week before March break. I came home Friday from school. My parents said, pack a bag. We leave in the morning. We're going to Cuba or to the Dominican for a week. We're like, oh, what about school? They're like, who gives a shit? We just left. And when we came back, that means we had a week that we could work at my dad's shop, and then we were able to make money. So we came back with not only new clothes and a vacation. And I was like, did we miss anything? No. All right, great. Fuck it.
That's also who I am, and I'm surprised I might get in trouble for this at some point. But it's like when we have the money to go somewhere or do something, my kid's like, well, what about school on Monday? Who the fuck cares about school on Monday? Who the fuck
give a shit?
I just said we're going to Disney World.
You should have. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. I'm old enough to have fought for the right to partay, right?
But exactly.
But
right.
Dad,
you gotta fight for
Dad,
it. Let me show you how,
if I missed, then I have to make it up. And you know what, Dad? Like,
you know what?
I'd get in trouble. And I'm like, first of all, they're not preparing you for shit, anyways. You're fucked.
Also true.
I was fucked. Wow. You're fucked.
Call this a field trip in sociology. Let's go. Hold my beer.
Hey, hold on, Ryan. Is your daughter going to the same school you went to?
No, she's in public schools. I'm trying to get her into a nicer high school than I went to, actually.
Nice.
Actually, little guy, he just got back from his cadet camp and he had a great time. I was thinking, holy Christ, if I'd have known this was going to happen, you'd have been in fucking military school 3 fucking years ago, kid. He had a great time, a whole new kid, man. She's like, said something that every parent my age wants to hear. Maybe I should sell my Xbox and go outside. Done. I'll give you $100.
Done. Yeah, here's $100 for it. Go.
Yeah, you can go to that place we're not going to say so we don't get sued with Dino and his brother, the rich bastards.
Well, so
they'll take care of you. They know what to do. Here's some candy. You won't get kidnapped.
Dino, you just made a new joke pop into my head. This is I got to add this now because it's weird. He's like, I'm working really hard to get her into a nice high school, right? But I went to public schools and then special needs schools. So no matter what I do, she's already getting a better education than I got. Like she's in Constellation schools, which is a step up from public, and I'm trying to move to a nice suburb so she gets a nice high school, right?
That's fair. Listen, and you know what? Listen, for two things is number one, you want her to have a good experience, but also have a little knowledge, right? Like be able to do math in your head. You know how funny it looks when somebody counts with their fingers in public?
Absolutely.
That person, they're not going to be successful in life.
So in America, it's weird because you guys are Canadian, but my government is functional and your schools are probably functional.
Okay.
50-50.
Yeah, let's
So,
not.
the nicer suburbs here still have like extracurriculars. The poorer suburbs, like there's no shop, there's no wood shop, there's no home ec. Like it's science, math, reading, go home, right?
I'm not surprised.
So I'm like, that's the whole
doesn't
thing. Is
actually
like I want to
surprise
get her, and I know it's weird because I'm raising a girl, and this is so not funny. I apologize to the fans, but
No.
It is funny though.
it's like
Reality, man.
I just want her to go to one of those schools where they like give her a little leg up, like maybe she'll know how to like put something together. Fuck.
Listen, hey, let's be honest, Ryan.
Yeah.
What you're doing is you want to make sure she's prepared that even in case she ends up homeless, she'll be able to survive camping. That's simple. Okay?
Exactly.
That's a skill that will transfer, right?
Yeah,
Because the rest of school doesn't do shit. Okay?
a lot of
Because
skill
after
in
all
this
is said and done, that's what really matters. Is if you can survive, giving a kid knowledge that they can survive on their own, which is what you're doing, is what matters.
giving a
Right?
kid the
School,
knowledge
who gives a
and
shit? Go to
continue to
Disneyland.
learn.
Fuck it.
Giving a kid that knowledge that they can continue to keep
Dude,
learning. I mean,
chicken
keep
neck.
learning, keep
Austin.
striving to learn something new. You don't know everything.
I
That's
don't
why
get
we have that wonder, right?
I
Fuck,
don't.
let's not lose that.
Do
Doesn't matter
any
which
of you
school
guys
it is.
get this?
Yeah, like holy shit.
It's
this got
too
real.
Eldoof.
Whoa.
Oh.
What happened on the ride? We went
Oh.
into the mission. But no, a lot of times I think that gets lost with the learning sometimes. Especially now we're trying to learn politely. We're not teaching kids some of the things we're missing, some of those lessons, I think. Look at this, like the class clowns doing this. But no, there's a value in education. Now skip the fuck out. Let's go to the theme park and we'll teach you something.
Yeah. Let's learn about economics.
Yeah, exactly. Let's learn about economics. Why? Because I'm going to screw this guy out of that $50 and we're still going to get those things. Why? Sleight of hand. I'll show you something.
Let's be very clear. I feel like every day you take your kid out of school, you're teaching them Reaganomics. Okay, that's what you're teaching them. This is trickle down fuckery. Okay,
absolutely.
Bounce the fuck out of here.
All trickle down fuckery.
Yeah, hard not.
Trickle down fuckery, baby.
Listen, if you like this fuckery, make sure you join us. We're moving the show every Sunday at 4. It's going to be. We will come back then next week. I might get with Dino throughout the week and polish that set, and I'll give you guys a solid 5, and we'll have a whole new premise next week.
Duffy just found out that this was happening. I sent him the link, but he's like, "Hey, I would have come if you guys had let me know." And I'm like, "Why didn't you know?" But
it's a new day. It's things happen.
Come on, man.
we moved the day. It was bound to happen, but. Anyways, we'll be back next week, Sunday, 4 p.m. We'll be doing this. And, hey, if you want to see more of me and these two guys just talking shit, I don't know. We'll launch something else. Let us know in the comments. Anyways, thanks for joining the show. Make sure you check out all of our amazing stuff. Please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Go to our Patreon for as little as $3 a day. You can help keep the show on the air. And special shout out to Dino, the Genetic Marvel. You guys can follow him. We'd really like one of our channels to get monetized. So whether it's Eargasm or Dino, go subscribe. We need to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. So go help us out. And thank you. Have a great night, everybody. All right. I'm going to end this.